Dimitri van den Bergh.
Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Here come bad news talking this and that. Give me all you got, don't hold back. I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. No offense to you, don't waste your time. Here's why. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you...
Der Tänzer, der Dreammaker, tritt an gegen den World Masters Champion von 2004. Er stand in 2 BDO-WM-Finals. Er hat hier in Sindelfingen 2014 triumphiert. Die Rede ist vom König, the King, Mervyn King!
Where the traitor lost both his name and his face. Through the halls and the corridors, stinking in blood, he tasted his grin.
Well, a marvellous couple of moments on the walk-on there as Dimitri van den Bergh managed to almost dance into a walk-on girl who basically just tried to warn him, and then he thought that was an invite for a quick cuddle. And then Mervyn King watching the whole scene with a look on his face as if to say, whatever. It is the King versus the Dreammaker, the veteran versus the young Belgian, for a place in the second round of the HappyBet European Darts Grand Prix. Only 4 more games left tonight. Former world champions Adrian Lewis and Stephen Bunting still to come. A former world youth champion in Max Hopp, the great hope of German darts, rounding off the evening. As well as that, Big Hendo's on the way next against Ron the Bomb Meulenkamp. But Dimitri van den Bergh and Mervyn King with me, Dan Dawson, and Chris Murphy in the commentary box.
Yeah, one player so happy that he walked onto a song by that name. The other one not looking very happy at all before this match. He was
Ladies and gentlemen, first leg, Dimitri to throw first. Game on!
I'd say an uninterested spectator in his opponent's walk-on routine. But down to the business of chucking darts. Let's see who's best at that. The last couple of times this pair have met, it's been the brilliant Belgian Dimitri van den Bergh.
171!
And that's a brilliant start.
Yeah, they do not get much better than that, young Dimitri. Firing in a 171 to kick things off. Well, the one thing you will say for Merv, he will never be under-prepared for a game of darts. He's been here 7 hours. A significant chunk of it spent on the practice court.
134.
Lightning start from Dimitri van den Bergh.
100.
They qualified last night, Dimitri, like all the European and host nation qualifiers. And he beat a couple of decent names in Bergh Van Peer and Antonio Alcinas, and he only dropped
68.
3 legs in the process. So encouraging signs. He won a 6-0 at this stage of the last European Tour event against Andy Hamilton.
100. Dimitri, you require 128.
See if he can get at it again.
Well, he could. Need another one of those for a shot at double 10.
92.
He'll be back looking at double 18 against Mervyn King, a former winner of this title. Mervyn, a big ooh at that one.
45.
That's
Dimitri, you require
a Mervyn
36.
facial expression I've not seen too many times before. I liked it.
Really likes it.
Game shown the first leg.
Double
Dimitri,
18 for Dimitri.
Second leg, Mervyn.
Gets the first leg on the board. Mervyn King beat Paul Nicholson to qualify for this one. And Callan Ridge, but mainly Paul
84.
Nicholson.
Yes. Although, bearing in mind he stood over there, I should point out Nicholson then beat Merv on the same night to help qualify for the next one in Gibraltar.
Yeah, and 5 qualifiers in, the Asset was the first
81.
man to manage that feat. Mervyn had enjoyed a clean sweep of qualifiers up until that one.
Well, this European Tour so far this year has been a fantastic one for the Merverts.
135.
It's been a fantastic year for the Merverts, the fans of Mervyn King. He's really come into some form. Made a number of semi-finals, made a final, all on the Pro Tour.
58.
But we do know that those floor events often foreshadow future big performances in the bigger tournaments such as these, and then the major
85.
tournaments on the TV.
Yeah, he's certainly threatening to win something again, isn't he? Because the last time he won something, it was here,
It
on
was.
this very stage.
3 years ago.
121.
Beat Michael Smith in the final of the European Darts Grand Prix in 2014. Although back when Merv won his first title, or one of his first titles, say like when he won the British Classic,
137.
one of his first titles, 1998, Dimitri was 4 years old.
47. Mervyn requires 60.
Mervyn still mixing it with the best of them.
Game shown the second leg. Mervyn King.
51 years old now.
Third leg,
But he's
Dimitri
taken out
to throw
60
first.
to level
Game
up.
on.
But yeah, he has really been in decent form of late, Mervyn King. Dimitri's not worried about that though. Kicking off of a mat. But he's getting to the quarterfinals in over a quarter of the tournaments this year. Quarterfinals at least.
Yeah. Very consistent, very good stuff from Mervyn King. But Dimitri is a player who is steadily making progress. He has
41.
won a huge number of development tour events. He's won 8 in total.
Yeah, plus a challenge tour event a few years ago as well. So 9 sort of
Second tier events, if you like.
But the title's all the same, and we know that it can have an effect. Michael van Gerwen puts a lot of his success down to winning on the then youth tour.
81.
And, as I mentioned, beat Andy Hamilton 6-0 at this stage in Saarbrücken, then went on to knock out Norris before losing to Gerwin Price. Then he may have his chance for revenge against the Iceman, because the winner of this takes on the Welshman.
Well, Merv, with a trio of 140s to start this leg, has given himself an opportunity
96.
of an 11 or 12 darter to break the
81.
throw and go into the lead. Treble 19. Well, he scored 9 to 72 remain. And he leaves himself
41.
top. So Dimitri is left looking at a ton plus. Very capable of taking this out. Will he get a dart for the leg? No, he will not.
51. Mervyn require 40.
You don't see Mervyn King go for tops a lot, but when he does go for it, he tends to hit it.
Mervyn King.
And that is a break of
Fourth leg,
throw.
Mervyn to throw
His
first.
advantage
Game on.
for the former king of Sindelfingen.
Look at this, Merv.
123.
When he beat Michael Smith in that final, that was at a time when Michael Smith was probably at his most prolific in his career so far. Also beat Simon Whitlock in the semis and Robert Thornton in the quarterfinals. But Vandenberg here looking to find an immediate response. That's the second time he's kicked off with a match.
Yeah, and he kicked off 1-7-1 in the first leg as well. So, look, he's starting legs very well, but he's only managed to win 1 of the 3 so far. This is better, though. He's following it up. He is following it up. Oh, couldn't find the 6th perfect dart, but 5 out of 9 isn't too shabby.
I don't think the lie of the dart suggested he had to switch, so his decision there was purely based on that he thought he'd have more chance of taking out the 144 than the 141, which is the Michael van Gerwen school of thinking. And Michael van Gerwen's a man who's hit 15 9-darters, so not a bad
He knows
teacher.
what he's talking about. Knows what he's talking about.
98. Dimitri, you require.
Well, Merv
89.
leaves 80. We know he's going to come back and look at treble 16, but that is assuming Bergh doesn't level the match at 2 apiece here. Bullseye.
64.
Now then,
Mervyn, you
Merv.
require 80.
Treble 16 for double will be your route, because you are Merv and you do strange things, such as hit the skinny 7 instead.
Angry Merv.
Dimitri, you require 25.
Launch a last dart in anger. Bergh's going to get 2 darts. He's opted for double 8.
17.
But he can't hit it. It's not in
Mervyn, you
Dimitri.
require 40.
And Mervyn's back for that double top that he hardly ever goes for but always hits.
Quite.
Game
Quite.
show on the full flag.
And it's 3-1, and those missed opportunities for Dimitri. So that's last 2 legs, Dimitri has kicked off 180. In the last one, he kicked off with 5 perfect darts, and he's still not managed to win it.
100.
And that will be a major concern for Dimitri Bergh. How many perfect darts does he have to hit at the start of legs for him to actually get one in the bag?
58.
Well, Mervyn King's thrown 2 darts at double in this match. Sorry. That'd be strange, wouldn't it, if he had a...
Hey, Merv can
3-1 lead.
can do special things. I mean, he 2 darts at double and he wins 3 legs. I mean, it's possible. It's Merv.
But he's thrown 3 darts at double.
There we go.
40.
And not missed. And Dimitri Bergh has thrown 4 and missed 3 times. Okay, one of them was at the bullseye.
85.
It's a decent standard, and we've seen a decent standard for an opening day.
Oh, it's been very good right the way through the day, hasn't it?
These averages are tickling a ton.
100.
And raising.
Well, we saw earlier on today, Keegan Brown hit 6 180s on his own. Dimitri Bergh has already hit 3. This is for an 11-darter. Treble 10. Well, now he'll just set it up and come back. Oh, no, he won't, because he just rushes that. And that's unlike Dimitri. He's a player who's quite happy to take his time and just measure each shot and compose himself. But he's rushed that, and it's going to cost him a dart at a double.
Dimitri, you require 51.
So he should have been coming back with 3 darts at the double. In actual fact, it's just the 2.
Game
But
show
1 is
on
all he
the
needs,
fifth
so no
leg.
damage done. It's another sub-15 dart leg,
6
and he
leg. Mervyn,
cuts the gap.
First. Game on.
Yeah, Mervyn was back on a 3-figure combo anyway, so no harm done, as you said, Dan.
100.
And let's see if Dimitri can do some damage to the Mervyn King throw.
I
know that when Mervyn won this title 3 years ago, he turned up on his motorbike driving across Europe, beat everybody, took the trophy, and drove back home with it. I've no idea how he's made his way to Sindelfingen this time around.
96.
Then did he kind of parade the trophy as he's riding on the
I
motorbike?
don't know. Look, I would have loved to have shared that journey, riding pillion across Germany with Mervyn King,
60.
but it was not offered. So I can't tell you. We can only sort of guess or speculate wildly. So yes, that's exactly what he did.
140.
Dimitri just missing out on what would have been a 4th maximum in just the 6th leg of this game. But he is putting pressure on the Merv throw, and is it telling? Another ooh
42.
from Merv.
And King's not on a finish, but the pressure certainly worked from Bergh, and now he's set up his shot perfectly.
Yeah, well, Merv, that will be so frustrating, having left a bogey number. I mean, he was staring at the scoreboard like it said something nasty about his nan when he walked back. Not scoreboard's fault, he recorded the score. But he hit 2 trebles his first 2 darts, never got a dart at the double, and that meant that Dimitri van den Bergh could come back, hit the double 8, and we've got a level game once more.
Yeah, and it's an impressive performance from Dimitri van den Bergh. Averaging over a ton, 3 180s. What we do know about Mervyn King is that he is a fighter, a scrapper. You don't see many matches that aren't pretty close, pretty exciting. Mervyn King provides value for money.
Well, he certainly does that. Even when he seems like he can barely move, he'll still battle on gamely. There have been occasions where something seems to have distracted him, some outside influence or other, but no sign of those in the Glass Palace tonight for the King.
Well, that's his first. Van den Bergh looking to bat back.
140.
In the balance, this leg. Navarro.
95.
A new thing from the King.
Oh, wonderful stuff from Dimitri van den Bergh.
138.
We saw him put up a fantastic setup shot in the previous leg of 168. He's just put a 138 in here. Merv is not going to take out the 167, and that means Dimitri van den Bergh could go into the lead for the first time since the end of leg 1. Double top is the target. The King sat on double 14. Big moment here to hold his throw and go 4-3 up. The Dreammaker now looks at double 10. And up for double 5.
30.
And 3 darts missed. For the second time in this game, Dimitri van den Bergh has missed 3 darts at doubles in a leg and allowed Mervyn King in. And he is punished again.
Mervyn King, 8th leg, Mervyn to throw first. Game on.
Yeah, wonderful from Mervyn King. Still hasn't missed a dart at double. We've seen some exhibitions of finishing today, haven't we? Saw Steve West earlier on.
Steve West's been the pick of the bunch. He missed only 1 dart at double. This afternoon, Matt Clark and James Richardson only missed 2 darts at doubles each in their victories. Bernd Royth wasn't missing much for most of his game when it came to the doubles with Mark Webster, but in the end, Webby had enough just to drag himself over the line, much to the disappointment of a few hundred fans here at the Glass Blast who were very keen for Bernd Royth to book his place in the second round as a host nation qualifier. Dimitri van den Bergh has fired in his 4th 180 though.
Well, that German crowd will get another chance to cheer when Max Hupp takes to the stage later on, taking on Zoran Lurchbacher.
60.
Well, this game at the minute is the big scoring of Dimitri van den Bergh versus the pretty clinical finishing of Mervyn King. And right now, the old dart maxim
91.
is being proven right. Finishing is more important than scoring. Because they're both averaging roughly the same. They keep fluctuating between that 98, 99, 100 mark. But Dimitri is 3 out of 10 on his doubles and Mervyn is 100%. And that is why he finds himself 4-3 up.
Well, it's looking like van den Bergh is going to be poised to break here, but you are right, Dan.
93.
Trebles are flash, but doubles make the cash.
How long have you been sat on that?
60.
2 years, actually.
77.
Now then, Dimitri van den Bergh, is this where the problems on the doubles are just eased. Double top.
37.
No, it is not.
Well, if
Mervyn,
Mervyn King does get a dart at bullseye, we know that he's going to hit it.
Well. Well. Oh, Merv.
132.
Oozing.
Dimitri require 40.
I like this from Merv. It's unexpected, but I like it. But I'm not sure I'm that keen on Dimitri and his doubling tonight, because once again, he's chasing them around the board, but this time, look at that sigh of relief from Dimitri.
Ninth leg, Dimitri to throw first.
Well, a break back as well. Vandenberg with that advantage of having won the bullseye before this pair took to the stage. And his scoring has been powerful, very, very powerful. Well, he kind of almost looked away before he threw that last start. I don't know if there was some distraction.
And there you see.
57.
29% plays 100%. 4 apiece in the legs, though. It is the scoring that has been buying Dimitri Vandenberg these opportunities. He has been wasteful with a number of them. But he is still in this game.
77.
Very much in this game. And there you see, 15 points nearly in the averages, the first 9 averages. But very little overall because it's dragged down by Dimitri's finishing stat. 4 180s, a 171 and a 168, Dimitri Vandenberg. Just the one maximum from Mervyn King.
And the 1-3-3 there is a perfect setup shot for Dimitri. Gets him down to a finish.
100.
Mervyn's not threatening.
170.
You wouldn't think a player with the composure of Vandenberg would go for this if he gets the opportunity. He's not gonna. Making a little bit of a mess of it.
40.
Oh, just 40, leaves 130, and a ton 40 for Merv really would give him a chance. I don't think a ton's enough.
100.
He has got a ton.
130.
I don't know how he scored a ton with those 2 darts.
No, it kind of baffled me. Actually leaves him on 144, does it not? There we go. 130 isn't going to go for Dimitri Vandenberg.
68.
Again, straying into the 3.
144.
And that could end up costing him here. Oh, Mervyn. You're not missing doubles, Merv! Oh, that's the first one he's missed. The 144, and it could prove to be his major chance to win this game, because if Dimitri Vandenberg can take this out, he goes within 1 leg of knocking out the former champion here at the HappyBet European Darts Grand Prix.
Adam missed a dart, a double Mervyn King, but misses a double 12 for the 144. Vandenberg gets 2, only needs 1.
Dimitri Vandenberg.
And he is
10th leg, Mervyn to throw first. Game on.
a whisker away from round 2, and that clash, that rematch with Gerwin Price.
60.
Well, Dimitri has scored a lot better than Mervyn King, and Mervyn King's finishing has kept him in it. However, the one slip he has made, one missed double at the end of a big combination checkout, and it might prove to be fatal for the King.
And he dig deep. Find something.
From where?
140.
Somewhere deeper than you could possibly imagine. Well, still handily placed to force a decider here.
134.
And he's left a showpiece shot again. This time he's more comfortably placed in a leg and not forced to take it out.
94.
He has been threatening a big finish though, Mervyn. I'm not sure if he would go for it. Well, we'll never know.
41.
But he's not helped himself out there. Well, a 5th 180 here for Dimitri Vandenberg would be a gift. Oh, it'd be heavenly.
Well, Madame
But still, with a 140,
the
the 126 has got to go. It's got to go, Mervyn. It has to. Bullseye.
92.
Is that the last dart the former champion here in Sindelfingen throws in this year's tournament? Because Dimitri Bergh is looking at 76. His finishing has improved in the last couple of legs, and he gets 2 match darts, double 8, and there it is. Dimitri Bergh, the young Belgian, knocks out the former champion Mervyn King.